இந்த டாபிக்ஸ் எல்லாமே ஆன்லைனில் அவைலபிள். பிபிடி சில பிபிடி டவுன்லோட் பண்ண முடியாது, சில பிபிடி வியூ பண்ணலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ அதனால் பிபிடிக்காக நீங்கள் ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெயின் பண்ணிக்காதீங்க. Okay, all these are all very standard concepts and it is all available in online. Online எல்லாமே பிபிடியாவே இருக்கு.
சாரி ஃபார் இன்டர்ஃபரன்ஸ்.
சொல்லுங்க.
இந்த லாஸ்ட்ல வந்து சாரி இந்த கான்டிஜென்சி ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டியில வந்து லாஸ்டா ஒரு பேஜ் நான் பார்க்கவே இல்லை, எனக்கு டெலிட் ஆயிருச்சு. நான் இப்போ மறுபடியும் இப்போ தான் நான் உள்ள போனேன். அந்த பேஜை மட்டும் நான் பார்க்கலாமா சார்?
ஸ்கிரீன்ஷாட் எடுத்தீங்களா?
ஹவு டு இல்லை சார், நான் எழுதிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன், நோட்ஸ் பண்ணி எழுதிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். அதுக்காக ஹவு டு ஈவினிங் ஒரு நிமிஷம் ஹவு டு கான்டிஜென்சி அஃபெக்டிங் ஆர்கனைசேஷனல் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் அதில் வந்து லாஸ்ட்டாக எழுதலை, நெக்ஸ்ட் பேஜும் எழுதலை. அதுக்காக தான் காமிச்சிங்கன்னா நான் இப்போ 2 minutes எழுதிக்க ட்ரை பண்ணேன்.
எனக்கு உங்க ஸ்கிரீன் வியூ ஆக மாட்டேங்குது.
சார் லெவல்ஸ் ஆஃப் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் ஸ்லைடு ஒரு வாட்டி
சார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல இருந்து எல்லா ஸ்லைட்ஸும் ஜஸ்ட் ரீகால் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே வந்துடலாம் சார், கொஞ்சம் ஈஸியா இருக்கும் சார் எல்லாருக்கும்.
ரீகால் பண்ணலாம் சார்.
இல்ல ஓவரால் மொத்த ஸ்லைடுங்களா?
ஆமா சார். எஸ் சார்.
அடுத்த டாபிக் எப்படி போகிறது அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு இந்த ஸ்லைட் இந்த பிபிடி எல்லாமே வந்து நீங்கள் நோட்ஸ் தான் எடுக்க வேண்டாம். நான் அதை தான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன் வேண்டாம். எல்லாமே உங்களுக்கு வந்து ரீச் ஆகிடும். நீங்கள் பேனிக் ஆகாதீங்கன்னு சொல்கிறேன், பதட்டப்படாதீங்க. இந்த நோட்ஸ் எல்லாமே உங்களுக்கு வந்துடும். நீங்கள் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்படவே வேண்டாம். உட்காந்து கிளாஸை மட்டும் கவனிங்க போதும். ஓகே, ரொம்ப மெனக்கெடாதீங்க.
சார் இல்ல நீங்களே சேட் பாக்ஸ்ல ஷேர் பண்ணிடுங்க சார். லிங்க் மட்டும் நாங்க பார்த்ததுல பாதி இருக்கு சார், பாதி இல்ல சார்.
இல்லங்க, குரூப்ல ரிப்பீட்டடா வருது பாருங்க. சோ எல்லா ஸ்லைட்ஸுமே குரூப்ல வந்து ஷேர் பண்றாங்க. சீனியர்ஸோட குரூப்ஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அதுல பாருங்க. எல்லாமே எல்லா ஸ்லைட்ஸுமே ரிப்பீட் ஆயிருக்கு.
பாதி தான்
நம்ம நியூ திங்ஸ் வந்து லேர்ன் பண்ண முடியாது. ரிப்பீட்டேஷன் கேட்டுட்டே இருந்தாங்க.
சிஸ்டம் அப்ரோச் இருக்கு.
கொஞ்சம் சீக்கிரமா பண்ணணும்ல சார். நெக்ஸ்ட் டாபிக்கே எடுங்க சார் ப்ளீஸ்.
சார் நெக்ஸ்ட் டாபிக்கே போலாம் சார்.
டாபிக்கே எடுங்க சார்.
So I will try to share it at the end of the class. Okay, share பண்ண முடியல.
Okay, sure sir.
If possible I will share. Okay.
Okay sir.
Okay sir. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you sir. Thank you sir.
Are you able to see my screen properly, everyone? Let's jump on to the next topic, planning and decision making. Yes. Possibly we'll try to finish off concept of planning. Okay, so because it's a big topic, as per your syllabus, this is very much important. Concept of planning. Planning is nothing but outlining a future course of action and deciding in advance on the most appropriate course for the achievement of organizational goals. Planning அடுத்து என்ன நடக்க போகுதுன்றத முன்னாடியே முடிவு பண்ணி அதுக்கான நடவடிக்கைகள் எடுக்கிறது தான் பிளானிங். Okay, that's what is called as planning means. Let's see what are the features of planning. First, future oriented. Planning is always focused on the future. Okay, planning is a forward-looking activity that is focused on creating a roadmap for the future. It involves setting goals, identifying the steps required to achieve these goals, and making decisions that will help to guide the organization towards its desired future state. Planning always is towards future. Okay, so planning will help you in deciding what you expect to happen in the future. For that, you will put the required things in place, okay, and then create a roadmap for it. Okay, and pervasive activity. Planning is a pervasive activity that takes place throughout an organization at all levels and in all areas of its operations. It is an essential aspect of organizational life and is critical to the success of any enterprise. See, it is a continuous process. Okay, it will be happening at all levels of a company. Okay, so it is very much important you have a plan in place for every state. Intellectual activity. Planning is an intellectual activity that arises the involvement of the top management. It requires the use of critical thinking, creativity, and problem-solving skills to identify the best path forward for an organization. For a company, you cannot share your company plan openly to anyone. Okay, example, if you take the case of Coke or Pepsi, the formula is not being shared to anyone. Only few people know it who are all authorized to know that. You understand? So it becomes an intellectual property of the particular company, of Coca-Cola beverages or Pepsi. Okay, so automatically any company's plan, it will not be published openly to the open public. Okay, it is considered as an intellectual activity that prevails within the organization for its growth and prevalence. So planning is an intellectual activity that requires the involvement of the top management. That is what we said, right? The top management people will bring in the ideas, they will bring in the resources, they will invest the money. Everything comes from them. They are the people who come with that, and whereas the execution is done by the people who are made responsible through employment. Okay, so planning is considered as an intellectual activity. Next, primary function and focus on goals. Primary function of planning is to set and achieve goals. It involves establishing a clear set of objectives and then developing strategies to meet those objectives. Planning helps to ensure that an organization stays focused on its goals and is able to prioritize it accordingly. Okay, so ultimate of planning or full focus எதில் இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டிசைட் கோல் அச்சீவ் பண்ணுறதுக்காக மட்டும்தான். ஸோ அதுக்கான எல்லா நடவடிக்கைகளும் பிளானிங்கில் இருக்கும். ஓகே, என்ன அப்ஜெக்டிவ் செட் பண்ணுறது, அதுக்கான ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜிஸ் என்ன ஃபாலோ பண்ணணும், எல்லாமே பிளானிங்கில் வச்சுருக்காங்க ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷன். டைம் ஃப்ரேம். பிளானிங் ஹேஸ் அ டைம் ஃப்ரேம் தட் இஸ் பவுண்ட் பை ஆர்கனைசேஷன் கோல்ஸ் அண்ட் அப்ஜெக்டிவ்ஸ். It involves the creation of timelines for achieving a specific outcome, which helps to ensure that progress is made in a timely manner. See, ஒரு பிளான் பண்ணிட்டோம், டைம் ஃப்ரேம் இல்லாமல் ஒரு பிளானிங் இருந்துச்சுன்னா அது பிளான் வேஸ்ட். ஸோ ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்லி எனி பிளான் should have a time frame or time limitations. What is to be achieved within these days? What is to be achieved these years? Okay, so step by step, specific outcomes and desired outcomes are வச்சு தான் பிளான் பண்ணலாம். So you should have a timeline in place. Next, continuous and flexible body. Planning is a continuous and flexible body of work that is constantly evolving and adapting to changing circumstances. Plan வந்து ரொம்ப ரிஜிடாக கொண்டு போக முடியாது. ஸோ சுச்சுவேஷன் அரைஸ் ஆகும்போது, சுச்சுவேஷன் வரும்போது we need to make some changes here and there in the plan so that The continuity of the work is ensured. It requires organizations to regularly assess their progress and make adjustments to their plans as necessary. For example, ஒரு company 20 years முன்னாடி ஆரம்பிச்ச கம்பெனி வந்து சரி 40 years முன்னாடி ஆரம்பிச்ச கம்பெனியில் சாஃப்ட்வேர் யூசேஜ் இல்லாமல் இருக்கும். இன்னைக்கு அப்படி போக முடியாது. 1000 employees, 1000+ employees are working means you cannot still follow the same sort of attendance. அதே attendance கையால் சைன் பண்ணுற மெத்தட் வச்சுட்டு இருந்தீங்கன்னா yes, you have to go to the latest one. So they have to plan for the adoption of newer technologies, newer equipment, ஒரு பயோமெட்ரிக்கோ இல்லை ஏதோ ஒன்று இதாக கொண்டு வரதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுறது. அந்த சேஞ்சஸை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இது அந்த ஃப்ளெக்சிபிளாக இருக்கணும் அந்த பிளான். Efficiency and economy. Planning is focused on achieving efficiency and economy in the use of resources. This means that it seeks to optimize the use of time, money, and other resources in order to achieve the desired outcomes. So that's why does planning should always focus on the efficiency and economy. So you have production kind of raw materials வந்துச்சு. raw materials வந்து ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணி ஃபினிஷ் கூட்ஸாக மாற்றுறது நம்மளோட வேலை. ஸோ எவ்வளோ ரா மெட்டீரியல் எடுக்கணும் அப்படின்றது ப்ராப்பராக பிளான் பண்ணணும். எஃபிஷியண்ட்டாக இருக்கணும். அது ஓகே, அதிகமாக வேஸ்டேஜஸ் வரக்கூடாது. ஓகே, அதிகமாக வேஸ்டேஜஸ் வந்துச்சுன்னா மணி கோஸ் அன்வான்ட்லி. ஸோ ரொம்ப கேஷ் பர்னிங் இருக்கும். ஸோ அதனால் ஆகக்கூடாதுங்கிறது பிளானிங் வந்து ரொம்ப கிளியராக ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ண வைக்கணும். உங்களோட கம்பெனியோட ஓவரால் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் எஃபிஷியன்சி அண்ட் த எக்கனாமி ஆஃப் த கம்பெனி. At the same time, everything has to direct towards achieving the desired goal. Actionable and attainable. Planning should result in actionable and attainable goals and objectives. நீங்கள் இப்போ எழுதுகிற பிளான் வந்து it should be doable. ஓகே, அது செய்யக்கூடிய பிளானாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, வெறும் இமேஜினேஷனோட இருக்க முடியாது. செய்யக்கூடிய பிளானாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, and it should be achievable also. That means it should be attainable. This means that the plan creator should be specific, measurable, and realistic, and should provide clear guidance on how to proceed. So it should be very, very clear. ரொம்ப தெளிவாக இருக்கணும். ஓகே, ரியலிஸ்டிக்காக இருக்கணும். எக்ஸாம்பிள் you cannot plan some company saying that I want to build a home on the moon in the next 12 years, the next 12 months. Okay, but that achievable அப்படின்னு பார்க்கணும். ஸோ அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம இட்ஸ் கேஸ் ஆஃப் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸுக்கும் ஓவர் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸுக்கும் இருக்கிற மாதிரியான வித்தியாசம் தான் இருக்கும். ஓகே, 12 months அச்சீவ் பண்ண முடியுமா அப்படின்றத பார்க்கணும். டைம் ஃப்ரேம்குள்ளே முடிக்க முடியுமான்றதுலாம் பார்க்கணும். ஓகே, கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ்க்கும் ஓவர் கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ்க்கும் சின்ன லெவல் ஆஃப் டிஃபரன்ஸ் தான். ஸோ அதை நம்ம if you are stepping up, then it will be a trouble for you. Okay, if you are staying on the same line, then it is good. Okay, so உங்களுடைய plan should be an actionable one. That means it is doable. அது செய்யக்கூடிய பிளானாக இருக்கும், எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணக்கூடிய பிளானாக இருக்கும். and it should be achievable. அதாவது செஞ்சால் ஒரு ரிசல்ட் கிடைக்கும் அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு அச்சீவபிள் பிளானாக தான் இருக்கணும். ஓகே, ஸோ it should be very clear. Okay, set of priorities and means only. Planning is a means to an end, not to end itself. It involves establishing a set of priorities and developing strategies to achieve those priorities. The ultimate goal of planning is to help organizations achieve their objectives in an efficient and effective manner. ஒரு பிளானே என்ன அப்படின்னா அந்த ஆக்ஷன் மூலியமா ஒரு ரிசல்ட் வரும். அந்த ரிசல்ட் இஸ் த எண்ட். ஓகே, தட் இஸ் வாட் இட் இஸ். அந்த ரிசல்ட் வர்றதுக்கு எந்தெந்த விஷயங்களை நம்ம ப்ரியாரிட்டைஸ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்றத அந்த பிளான் மென்ஷன் பண்ணணும். ஓகே, யூ ஹேவ் டு ப்ரியாரிட்டைஸ் வெரி வெரி கிளியர்லி. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நீங்கள் ஒரு மொபைல் மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் கம்பெனி வைக்கிறீங்க அப்படின்னா, நம்ம கம்பெனியில் இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னா அவங்களோட ஃபஸ்ட்டு ப்ரியாரிட்டி என்னவாக இருக்கும்? ஓகே, அடுத்தது எண்ட் ரிசல்ட் எப்படி வரணும், அந்த எண்ட் ரிசல்ட் அட்டைன் பண்ணுறதுக்கு எந்தெந்த விஷயங்களை நம்ம ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணணும், அந்த ப்ரியாரிட்டிஸை பிளேஸ் பண்ணணும். ஓகே, ஸோ அது எல்லாமே பிளானில் கிளியராக இருக்கும். Based on environmental analysis. Planning is based on a thorough analysis of the organization's internal and external environment. This analysis is used to identify opportunities and challenges and to inform the development of plans and strategies that are best suited to the organization's unique circumstances. See, it is a continuous process in the parallelly you have to do a lot of research, a lot of analysis, which is nothing but internal environment எப்படி இருக்குது, அதில் ஏதாவது சேஞ்சஸ் வருதா, எக்ஸ்டர்னல் என்வாயன்மெண்ட் மார்க்கெட் எப்படி இருக்குது, அதே வேர்டிக்கலில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஆர்கனைசேஷன் எப்படி பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க, அதெல்லாம் ஒரு கண்டினியூஸ் அனாலிசிஸ் போயிட்டே இருக்கணும். ஸோ அந்த அனாலிசிஸ் ரிசல்ட்டை கொண்டு வந்து யூ ஹேவ் டு இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் இட் இன் யுவர் பிளான். Okay, these are the features and characteristics of planning. So let's look into it again. So a planning should be a future-oriented one. It is Pervasive activity is an intellectual activity. The primary function and focus is on the goals. It should have some time frame. It is continuous and flexible. It is efficient. The focus is mostly on efficiency and economy. It should be actionable and attainable. It should prioritize on and a means only. See, it basically focuses on what to be done. Okay, if it is done, the result arrives. Okay, don't vary here and there. Okay, edu priority அதை மட்டும் தான் பார்க்கணும். Based on environmental analysis. So always planning should have a parallel analysis happening, both to find the internal and external changes in the environment or in the market or whatever it is. Okay. Just jump on to the next one. Types of plans on the basis of managerial levels. Okay. One, strategic or corporate plans. These plans are developed by top management and outline the overall mission, goals, and objectives of an organization. Typically, for a 3 to 5 year time horizon, they are broad in scope and outline the direction of the organization. See, corporate planning or strategic planning, that has been decided by the people at the top level. So they decide in the next 3-4 years where this company has to go, in what direction they need to go. Okay, how to bring the money, how to bring in the technology, how to bring in the resources. Okay, where to invest and where not to invest. All these plans have been decided by the top management. Okay, these are all called as strategic or corporate plans. For example, if big companies acquire smaller organizations, right, that falls under strategic or corporate plans. Tactical plans. These plans are developed to support the achievement of the strategic goals. They are developed by the middle management and outline the specific actions required to achieve the goals set in a strategic plan. They have a shorter time horizon, 1 to 2 years, and more focus on specific department or functions. See, once the corporate plan is, the strategic plan is there, it's okay. It will be split into bits and pieces and given to the management team. Whereas the middle management is responsible for executing that particular plan. Okay, so once they are executing it, sometimes they need to come with an innovative idea to solve the issues that arises here and there. Okay, that is what is called as, those plans are called as tactical plans, based on situation, how it should be changed. Okay, so if there are some requirement in adjusting the strategic plan. Okay, the tactical plans will come into play. Operational plans. These plans are developed by the frontline managers and detail the day-to-day tasks and resources required to implement the tactical plans. They have the shortest time horizon, weeks to months, and focus on efficient and effective delivery of products and services. So operational plan focuses on day-to-day activities. Okay. For example, corporate plan is there, and then to support the corporate plan, to execute the corporate plan, tactical plans are made ready. For example, I think 3 to 5 years in the 1 to 2 years short-term goal போடுவாங்க. Goal set பண்ணிக்கலாம். அந்த short-term goal achieve பண்றதுக்கு operational plans. Okay, that is how it goes. It's based on the managerial levels. Next, on the basis of use of the plans, single-use plans. These are plans that are developed for a specific one-time purpose and are not intended to be repeated. For example, a plan for organizing a one-time event such as a company picnic is a single-use plan. Once the event is over, the plan is no longer needed. Okay, so single-use plans are nothing but ஒரு தடவை மட்டும் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. Okay, and they will keep it aside. ஒரு certain duration மட்டும் தான் அந்த plan யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. Okay, but if you ask me whether the plan can be repeated in the future, yes, it may get repeated. Okay, but it will not be a continuous use. It will not be into continuous implementation. Okay, timely usage of the plan would be there. Then as an example, before 2020, we never saw what was a pandemic, right? So, under situations, under my plans, and the organization is during the virus. So, during the pandemic, everyone started looking. Okay, we need to have a plan. If something happens, okay, how we can ensure the people are safe and the company and the organization is also running without affecting anyone, without losing any life or money. Okay, so companies have started bringing in separate policies for that. Right? It has become a continuous process now, but unfortunately, by 2020, it was nowhere available. So only few companies had it, not every organization in the whole world. Now it is universally needed that every company should have a proper pandemic policy. Okay, that is, do you think pandemic policies can be a continuous? Possibly it will not be a continuous one. Once the level of impact rises, the organization will try to implement that plan. Okay, then standing plans. These are plans that are developed to be used repeatedly and serve as a guide for recurring activities or decisions. Okay. For example, a company's standard operating procedure or a sales department's monthly reporting process are examples of standing plans. They provide a consistent approach to repetitive tasks and help to ensure that similar activities are performed in a consistent manner. Standing plans are nothing but it will be there to be repeated again and again. Okay, specific and repeated. Okay, example ஒரு ரிப்போர்ட் ஜென்ரேஷனுக்கான ஒரு பிளான் கிளியராக வச்சுருந்தோம். இதை இப்படி பண்ணணும், இந்த டைம் ஃப்ரேம்ல இதை பண்ணணும், இந்த டைம் ஃப்ரேம்ல இந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் கேதர் பண்ணணும் அப்படி. தீஸ் ஆர் கால்ட் ஸ்டாண்டிங் பிளான்ஸ். On the basis of flexibility of plans, next, specific plans. These are plans that are highly structured and detailed the exact steps to be taken in order to achieve a specific goal. They provide little room for deviation or change and are designed to be followed closely. For example, a specific plan for a product launch will detail the exact timeline, budget, and resources required to bring the product to the market. Specific plans for the a classic example is that you look into the iPhone, Apple. Okay, if you see them, if Apple has decided to launch a product on a particular month, okay, they ensure that they have a specific plan for that particular product launch alone. Okay, so that particular product launch, they fix that timeline, when the product will be there, when it will be launched, when it will reach out the market, what is the budget will be there, who are the people involved, all these things. They specifically state it out and have it as a plan in front of them and then execute it accordingly. Okay. Flexible plans. These are plans that are more adaptable and allow for changes or adjustments in response to new information or unexpected events. Sorry for the break. So let's continue. So we were discussing about plans on the basis of flexibility of plans. For specific plans, specific plans are meant for highly focused projects or highly focused activities. Okay, where the companies ensure that nothing deviates. There won't be any change in the plan. Okay, just like the way you said, when Apple launches a product, they will be very, very clear about what they are doing. So on that particular date, it has to be achieved. Okay, for that they will have a very stringent and strong plan in place, which is called as a specific plan theoretically. Okay, flexible plans are plans that are more adaptable and allow for changes in response to new information or unexpected events. Flexible plans are, or plans, the short-term activity kind of plan flexible இருக்குன்னா வரக்கூடிய unwanted or unexpected effect வந்து அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி இந்த பிளான்ஸை கொண்டு போகிறதுக்கு flexible plans சொல்லுவாங்க. Okay, for example, a flexible plan for marketing campaign may outline the general goals and objectives, but allow for changes in tactics or strategies based on the market condition or consumer behavior. Okay, simple நீங்கள் ஒரு அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க, அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் பிளான் வச்சுருக்கீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. நீங்கள் சென்னையில் அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் பண்ணுற type of advertisement or the mode of advertisement may vary from district to district. Okay, so the plan but it will be changing according to the environment, according to the people around you. You can change the strategies. That is what is called as flexible plan. Okay, on the basis of time frame, long-term plan, intermediate plan, short-term plans. So, as the name itself says that, okay. So long-term plan in 5-6 years in the process of in the activities of in the result of long-term plan. Intermediate plan is nothing but there will be an existing plan, there will be a desired result. Okay, between them we want to do some changes here and there. Okay, which should not affect the long-term plan. I think and the intermediate plan implement it can be similar to a standing plan. Sorry, single-use plan. It can be similar to single-use plan. Okay, and short-term plans to achieve shorter objectives. In a shorter period of time. Okay, let's get into the planning process. If you want to plan, okay, there are certain processes which we need to have in place, which we need to follow. First thing is that analysis of the environment. So, you want to start a company. You're planning for it. First, what is the thing? First, you need to do a proper market analysis. What you are going to do, which product you are going to make, where you want to put your factory, okay? What technology you are going to use, where you can get your raw materials, where you can get your people. All these things. Prior to starting the business, you should do a proper analysis. So, example, when you chennai start பண்ணீங்கன்னா, you will get enough people for work. Okay, if you go to a remote place and start an organization, or start a factory over there, you have to think before it, right? You need to have people to carry out the day-to-day activities. So analysis of the environment is very much important. Okay, next, establishing goals and objectives. Okay, once you have analyzed the environment, okay, when you analyze பண்ணி ஒரு சொல்யூஷன் think பண்ணிட்டு நான் பண்ண போறேன். அடுத்து பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் எதை அச்சீவ் பண்ண போறீங்க அப்படின்றது நீங்க டிசைட் பண்ணி what you want to do. What product you want to do, when you want to launch it. Okay, what is the objective of the company you are setting up. Okay, all these things have to be in place. Okay, determining the planning premises. எந்த இடத்துக்குள்ள நீங்க plan implement பண்ண போறீங்கன்றது. Okay, so you have to think of that particular thing. Next, identification of alternatives. Identification of alternatives plays a key role in any planning. Okay, you have an idea and you are working for it, and you are working on it and planning it. Okay, whereas there might be some situation that may cause a trouble to you to continue the same. So you should find an alternative also. So you should always be vigilant enough in finding out an alternative process. Okay, identification of alternatives is very, very important. Simple. You are planning to planning to procure raw materials. 10 suppliers are there. They are all giving it to you. There is no trouble. The supply chain is very good. Okay, there is no hiccups here and there. Nothing was there. It was smooth. Just imagine that one of the supplier is delaying his certain goals. So what it happens? So there will be automatically there will be a problem in your production, right? The production will automatically get affected. So if you are depending only on those 10 suppliers, and if you are not working for any alternative supplier, then it will be really difficult. Okay, 1 or 2 days, one day you are somewhat managing it out. Next day, if it is not there, if the raw materials is not there, then there will be total waste of machinery and people, right? So automatically you need raw material for the smooth functioning of the company, for the smooth functioning of the factory. So that is where you should not panic and say that, okay, I don't have an alternative supply. So I have already 10 people, they are doing a good job till date, but I don't have an alternative. If that is the case, then it will be a total disaster there. Okay, I mean, it will not be a total disaster. The disaster will start slowly. Okay, so for that, being a manager, if you are in the procurement side, okay, so you should always have an alternative in it. Okay, these are all my good people, they are all very established, suppliers to us, but at the same time, you have a secondary in line. Okay, alternatives have to be highly identified. Next, evaluation of the alternatives. So if you have chosen an alternative, you should also keep an evaluation about them. If they are good, are they good enough to supply to you? Okay, are they capable enough supplying it to you? So that also you should do. Out of the alternatives you have chosen, choose the best. Okay, you should be in a good decision to choose the best one. Next, if this is done, then review the plan. Okay, once you have done it, if you can review the plans, and if you want to do some changes here and there, you can do that, and then based on that, you can put it for budgeting. Budgeting your plan. You should, okay, if all these things are done, what budget is needed to execute this plan. Got it? These are all the 8 stages of planning. Okay, why do we need planning? Reasons of need for planning. It reduces uncertainties and difficulties. ஒரு பிளான் இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா uncertainties வராது. Okay, functioning of a business, you won't face any uncertainties and difficulties. It promotes efficiency. It provides direction. It facilitates coordination. It focuses on objectives. Organizational effectiveness improves through planning. Facilitates adaptive changes. It will help in having effective control of the overall functioning of the organization. So these are all the main reasons why you should have a plan in place. Okay, let's see what are the hierarchy of planning. First, vision. Next is mission, goals, strategies, policies, procedures, rules, programs, and budget. This is what we saw here, right? Okay, so it is inclusive in this one. Okay, let's see what are the methods of planning. First method, top-down method. This method plan starts with top-level management and works its way down to the organization, through the organization. The top management defines the goals and objectives and communicates them to the low-level managers, who then develop plans to support the attainment of these goals. This method is characterized by lines of authority and decision-making, and is often used in large organizations with well-defined hierarchies. Okay, top-down approach. The top-down method is, it's what the top management, the investors or the directors will sit and give the instruction to the overall workforce. Okay, they will give what to be done, what not to be done, how to be done, when to be done, all these things. So once the managers receive it and they plan accordingly, and then try to execute it by the use of their resources they have. You can see, you can interminate this with this. Strategic plan. So once this is done, it goes to the tactical plan where the managers will be planning, and then the operational plan. So all these 3 will be included in top-down method. So it comes from the top, that's why it is called a top-down method. Bottom-up method. The method of planning starts with the frontline workers and work its way up the organization hierarchy. The frontline workers are involved in planning process and provide input and feedback and how to achieve the goals and objectives. This method is often used in smaller organizations and is characterized by a more participatory and democratic approach to decision making. See, bottom-up approach is very good to see in the theoretically. பார்க்கும்போது நல்லா இருக்கும். Okay, பெரிய ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ல இதை இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ண முடியாது உங்களால. ஓகே, ரொம்ப டிஃபிகல்ட். சின்ன ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ல பண்ணலாம், அதுவும் ஒரு ரொம்ப லிமிட்டட் பீரியட் மட்டும்தான் பண்ண முடியும். Okay, bottom-up approach is a very efficient approach in planning. Okay, but The level of control varies between top down and bottom up. Okay, top down of course control ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும், efficiency நல்லா இருக்கும். Bottom upல control efficiency ரொம்ப affect ஆகும். இப்போ டெமோக்ராட்டிக்காக இருக்க மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். பாட்டம் அப் அப்ரோச் கீழே இருந்து எல்லாரும் மேலே டெசிஷன்ஸ் போகும்போது அது ஒரு நல்லா தான் இருக்கும் பார்க்கறது. பட் இட் வில் நாட் பி ஒன் டே இட் வில் பி குட், 1 month it will be good, not for more than that. Mixed method. This method of planning combines the element of both the top down and bottom up methods. The top management defines the goals and objectives, but the lower level managers and the full-time workers also have a say in the planning and process and provide input and feedback. This method seeks to balance the benefits of clear lines of authority and decision making with the benefits of increased participation and input from all levels of organization. So mixed method is a combination of both top down method and the bottom up method. Okay, where the overall decision will also include everyone's point of view. Okay, but it is also playing it will also have something, you will be having a limited authority. Okay, so mixed method will let you share your ideas, but you can share only with a limited authority, not to the entire. You see, if I'm the boss, you are working under me. Okay, I'm just planning and discussing with you. You want to say I want to invest 2 crore in this one, and you cannot say no, this is exotic, you should not do it or not. Okay, so that should be a limitation. So in what way, in what level, up to what level we can say. Okay, mixed method is a very meticulously crafted method. Okay, so where people will know what's their limits are and to which level they can give, to which level they can suggest. Team method. This method of planning involves the formation of cross-functional teams to develop and implement plans. Teams are comprised of individuals from different departments or areas of the organization and work together to achieve a common goal. This method is often used in a complex or fast-paced environment where a collaborative approach is necessary to ensure the success of planning. See, team method will have the representatives from, there is something called as PMO, Project Management Office. Okay, the PMO is nothing but they handle the overall projects, that is being handled by that is being done by the organization. The PMO will have the representatives from each team. Each team will have their representatives in it. The PMO will decide and plan how the things can be done, which project has to be prioritize, which project has to be phased up, which project can be paused for a while. So this team method is widely used in organizations to bring in a situation, to bring in an environment, okay, where the overall project management is being taken care and it is effectively working towards achieving the goals, the desired goals. So mostly in the latest, in the current business environment, all software companies will have a team method now. Okay. We'll see the remaining things in the next session, next class. Okay. If you have any doubts, I can explain you now. Just please wait. If you have any doubt, ask me one by one.
I'm Bhuvneshwar.
No, sir.
Last
So it's my sincere request to everyone, mute பண்ணிக்கோங்க.
Sir, is that all for today?
Yes, sir. That's all for today.
PPT links. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Just trying to search that. Okay.
சார் அந்த ஸ்லைட் கொஞ்சம் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க சார் அப்படியே.
ஒரு நிமிஷம் சார். சார் நான் சொல்றது ஒரு நிமிஷம் எல்லாரும் கேளுங்க சார். ஒரே கொஸ்டினை ரிப்பீட் பண்ணாதீங்க.
பிபிடி கொஞ்சம் ஷேர் பண்ணா நல்லா இருக்கும் சார்.
சார் நான்
சார் என்னோட நம்பர் கொஞ்சம் குரூப்ல ஆட் பண்ண முடியுமா? என்னோட பேர் பவித்ரா.